measure and write down the dimensions for A and B for the games console camera shown. Okay, so it's kind of like your Kinect. So how you use a scale, guys, is like this. It's not something you do every day, alright? David, you're as well to do this as well, okay? So what you do is you get your A measurement, alright? You put it on your compass. Okay, Jack, are you watching? This is 2014, and then you'd tick off to see where it matches. So the measurement for that is, the measurement for A is what? Jack? What's the measurement for A there? Yes. Thank you, Jonathan. And what do we do for B then, Jack Riley? How did you get that? Right, what you do is this, right? You get your compass, right? You set it to measurement B first off on the object, okay? And then you go to your scale and you cross-reference it to your scale, and it's not 80, 80 be incorrect. Where is it on the scale, Jack? 100, right. Okay, so ordinary level lads, if you want to keep note of that and just put in those answers as well, maybe put a note in as to how you done it as well. So the next question then was question 10. Now I'm not going to spend too long on these because, let's see, the centers of the arcs in one point of contact are shown. Now on this printout, listen, on this printout of mine there's no center of this arc shown, okay? If there was, we'd see it, but there's clearly, oh actually, no it's not, that's just a mark in there. No, there's no center of that arc shown, okay? So what you have to do in this one is show clearly the remaining points of contact, okay? So how would you get the points of contact? Well, okay, just for argument's sake, we'd say that this was our center here, okay? Now, how do we find the points of contact? And in circles of contact, how do we show the points of contact? Good. Draw a line from center to center. So say for example, this is our here's that maybe actually. That'll be a point of contact there. Similarly, there's going to be another point of contact here, so we join from there to there, and that'll be it, and label it POC, POC, to show your points of contact. Okay, they're already shown here and here. No harm in highlighting them. Okay. Now, the next question then that I had for us to do was question 15. Okay, so here's question 15, the microphone. Alright, now figure 1 shows the logo based on a microphone. Complete the logo of the microphone by constructing an axial symmetry in the line L, L1. Okay, very, very straightforward. Okay, the first thing to do there is to project all your lines, I suppose, perpendicular to the axis of symmetry. Okay, then you can take your distance from one side of the axis, project it down to the next side, so like so, and you'll continue on the circle as it is there. So you just set your circle to whatever that radius is. Mine's quite finicky because I've printed this off half scale, but you get the general idea. Then what you do is join from there to there, and finally I didn't get this point here. Now you doing this along with me. I advise you do it along with me, okay? So basically that's the microphone complete then. Alright? So moving on then, right, I'll go to the 2014 paper now, okay? 2014 higher level, yes. No, we've no questions doing that, okay, that I've done. So let's see, the next one then is 6, 7, 8, and 9 we have, okay? So I know I have 2009, right? And I've questions 1, 6, 7, and 11. Okay, so question 1 here, 2009. fill in the label for each diagram by selecting from the list on the right. Okay, so it's eccentric, chord, secant and concentric. The way you approach these questions, lads, is you always focus on the ones you know first. Okay, so in this case here, the one I know first and foremost is I know that this is concentric. Okay, so one is concentric. Okay, I imagine that now that this one's a chord. Well, this one here is a chord because it stops at the arc, so that's a chord. Now then you've got eccentric, and then finally this one here is going to be your secant. Okay, so that's you do it by the process of elimination. Look at the ones you know first, and then go and try and fill in the blanks. Then, okay. When we're at it, we'll do question 3 as well. It's quite similar to the last one. Okay. The figure shows a design for the sole of a shoe. The centers of the arcs are shown. Show clearly the points of contact. Okay. You should really be trying to keep up and try and do these with me as best you can. So all you have to do here is just join the centers together and then highlight the points of contact. So to highlight the points of contact, write POC beside the points of contact and put little dots in them. Alright, is everyone okay with that? No, you have to join the centres together, Stephen, alright? And it was worth you asking me that question so you don't do it for the exam floor. Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, good call actually, yeah, if you continue that over there. Well, what you do here is suppose you go right angles to the go right angles to this line here. That'll give you a point of contact there. That's a good call actually, yeah. And I'd say it's right angles here. Yeah, you're dead right actually. I probably would have lost marks, but just doing those 2 points of contact there. Well spotted, okay. Okay, so what else did I say in it? 1, 3, 6 and 11. Question 6 is fairly straightforward, okay? It's kind of like a maths question in a way, okay? X and Y axis are shown, marked at intervals of 10. Write down the coordinates of the points marked A, B, C and D. So again, you would have done stuff like this in maths, wouldn't you? So where does A lay along the x-axis? Good, yes, 10 and 30. Where does B lay? 30, 40, 50. And did anyone get 50 and minus 20 for B? Okay. Where did C lay? Connor, are you doing this? We're on 2009 now, so open your papers in 2009 and try and do these with us, alright? Okay. So what answer did you get for C then? That's incorrect. It's minus 10. Okay, so it's worth, keeping up to seeing mistakes. And what would you get for D there, Jack Crowley? Good. Alright, fairly straightforward question, okay? Sometimes you're asked the plot points, you're given the coordinates and you're asked the plot points, okay? So that's question 6 out of the way. Now question 11. No, you asked me about this one already, didn't you? Now, if you look at this here, question 11, alright? This might come to you from maths, okay? Now look at, what I'm after doing is I'm after drawing a line parallel to the base there through this point here, and I'm also going to extend this here now, and you'll see why in a second, okay? So, right, what do we know about opposite angles? They're equal, okay? So this one here is going to be what? 24 degrees. And if that one's 24 degrees, then as a result, what's A going to be? 24 degrees as well. Now B, okay? So you've got your angle C and you've got your angle B. It's a regular octagon. And as we know, right, to create a regular octagon, our angle is going to be 45 degrees, okay, on the external angle, okay? Now, you might wonder what angle B is, but look at, if you look at angle B, right, angle B is a segment of our octagon, and it's actually going to be 1/8 of our octagon, isn't it? So what's 360 divided by 8? 45. So it's going to be 45 degrees. Now, if B is, right, so say now we'll focus on B, right? If B is 45, okay, so we'll take B as 45. Now, what's the total angle within a triangle? 180. So 180 minus 45 is what? 135. So if B is 135, then this angle here and this angle here is going to be half of what? And who can tell me what half of 135 is? 67.5. Now, so right, angle C there would be, it'd be the same as, it'd be equivalent to two of them. So if this is 67.5, this is 67.5. What's angle C going to be? 135. Okay, so that's 2009 complete. All right. Well, that's the questions for now that I want you to complete it. Okay. What's that? Huh? What are you saying? Right. Why do you do that? Okay, quiet. That's quiet. Shh, quiet. The reason why I done that is, right, when we look at this triangle here, B, okay, going to the octagon, right? What type of triangle is it? It's an isosceles triangle, isn't it? So basically, right, the total angle within a triangle is 180. All right. So if B is 45, whatever this angle is has to be whatever this angle is. Okay. So I subtracted 45 from 180 to get 135, and then when I divide 135 by 2, it tells me what each of those angles are. And the logic behind that was when we look at angle C here, angle C is the equivalent of two of those angles together, isn't it? So that's why it's 135. No, you don't. Another way to do it would be like this. Look, the 45 degrees, 45 from 180 is 135. That's another way of looking at it as well, alright? So, next question then, say 2008. One, 6, 7, and 10. Now, look, if you were, which one of these would you label 1, 2, 3, or 4 first? Which one of these would you label first? And what would you call it? Pyramid. And what would you put pyramid under? 3, okay. What would you go for then? Look. Cone, which number? Number 1. Then what would you go for? Yeah, number. And then you'd probably go for prism number 2. Okay, good enough. Now, so that's question 1 out of the way. Now, question 6. Okay, right. I think we all know how to do this one, don't we? Okay, just a matter of finding the points and drawing triangles, so I'm not going to dwell on that one, alright? Now, the next one then is question 7. We're on 2008. So question 7 then. The figure shows a portion of the handle of a scissors. The centers of the arcs are show clearly the points of contact. So what do we do there? Join the centers, don't we? So that gives us our point of contact here, our point of contact here, and also what you do is you bring down here to there, and you show your 4 points of contact. Okay? Is everyone alright with that? Now, this is an interesting one, folks, and I want everyone to do this one with me. So take out your papers. What page is this one on? 5, okay. Now this is the one that I showed you on video last week. Okay, remember the video that I done up? So, it's basically, what type of tangent is it? Internal tangent, okay. So, anyone want to go through with me? What would be the first step in completing this? Anyone? Huh? Join the centres. Okay, good. We've started getting the marks already. Yeah. You might get 2 marks or something, you know what I mean? But you get something, alright? Now, this is the key step now. What we, well actually, yeah, we'll go for the next key step. Now, I think we all know, right, what's eventually going to happen along this line? Jonathan, what's eventually going to happen along this line? Well, no. What are we going to end up doing to this line? Bisecting it and then drawing a semicircle first, okay? Now, but before we do that, because for external tangents and internal tangents, we have to do a construction circle. And that's what's key to doing this, alright, is doing the construction circle, okay? You may have forgotten about this part. So in an internal tangent, you have to find your construction circle by adding your radii together. Is that clear? So, what you do is this, right? Get the first radii, whatever it is. You don't need to know a measurement for it, okay? You can just set your compass to it. Alright? And then what you do is you get your compass and I'm just putting the edge of the compass at this line here because I'm going to add this next radius onto it, okay? So I'm going to add this next radius onto it like that, okay? And what I'm going to do now is, that gives me the radius of my construction circle. I can now go ahead and draw my construction circle. Is that clear? Now, how do I add them? Okay, I'll show you first. I'll show you again. Set your compass to the first radius. Okay. I keep the compass set to that distance. Alright. I then bring it up to this next one here, okay? And I just simply add it on. Alright? So you go ahead and draw your construction circle then. Now what do we go and do? Well, you've already told me we have to do it. Good. Bisect the distance between centres. So I set my compass to more than half. Swinging arc above and below. Watch where it crosses and draw a semicircle. Now, what's the key point we have to look at now? Huh? The what? Does anyone know what's the key point? Right, can we go straight ahead and is that going to be point of contact there? No. No. Come on, guys. Right. Huh? No, he's not. No. Remember, it's an internal tangent. Look. Right. We've got 3 circles there that are semicircle crosses. What are they? Good. A, B in the construction. We call it circle C for the sake of it, okay? Or we call it, yeah. So, where it crosses A. So say here, right, A. Remember now, it's going to be an internal tangent, right? It's going to be running between these 2 circles. So the point A here, it's not going to be of any good to us, okay? Now if it was an external tangent, it wouldn't be any good there. So A is going to be no good. A would only be good if you were joining, say, the centre was a point, and we're trying to draw an external tangent from the point to the circle. then A would be of use to us. But A is of or this point here would be of use to us. That's no use to us, okay? So where it crosses B, is that of any use to us? No. Where it crosses C, is that of any use to us? Yeah. That's the one we're looking for, okay? That's the whole point of drawing a construction circle. So that's the point there. And the reason why you do that is, and you may remember this, we've done this back in first year, believe it or not. Right? Now, I was just thinking, right, as it shows it there, okay, I'd be better off drawing my semicircle below the line as well. Now, that point there is fine if my internal tangent is going this way, but it's not, it's going to be going this way. So the key point that I'm going to be looking for is going to be this point here, where it crosses the construction circle. Is that fair enough? So, what I now do is, I join, let's see, from that point then to the center of our circle, okay? And which is going to be our point of contact? That's going to be my first point of contact there, alright? Now look at this, look at, I'll then use my sliding set squares, okay? And I'll slide this up to the next center, okay? Bring it out, that's where it crosses. Then what does that give me? Another point of contact, good. So now we've got our 2 points of contact. So to draw the tangent now, what do I do? I draw it between the 2 points of contact. Look, that's it there, alright? Now, I want you all now to go ahead and do that yourselves, okay? Alright? No, you have to show the instructions so you won't get the marks. Yeah, you can, yeah, go on. But I want to see it done. You'll probably have forgotten it by the time you come back from the bathroom, to be honest. Go on,